Starting in the 57 after that crash earlier. All about set to go. Heat 6. Even dispatch. Sean Black right round the outside on the get-go. Takes the lead away from Darren Anning. Back in third place, Mick Nicola, then Trent Wilson. And then Chris Pavlovich. They barnstormed their way out of 3 and 4. They're all over the track this time. There's multiple lines all of a sudden. And have a look at that. Pavlovich back round the outside of the 44 of Wilson. Down the back straight they run. Sean Black out in front from Darren Anning. Here comes the one car of Mick Nicola. Moves to second. Anning back to third. Back then to Wilson. Oh, trouble! Pavlovich and Gavin Northfield. Pavlovich has a flat tyre. Chris Pavlovich has a flat back left. And that will be the end of him. Gavin Northfield looks like he might have steering issues as well. He does. Whitnish and Jury. Green flag held aloft downstairs. Set for a restart. They'll come into the start zone, which is from the pit gate, which is where they are now. Down goes the foot, and the 26er Sean Black leads them past the cone. Mick Nicola in second place. Back in third, Darren Anning, then the 44 of Wilson. Further back then to Whitnish and Kim Jury. They go up into pits bend. It's a race in two. Sean Black and Mick Nicola. Back to Darren Anning in third place. Trent Wilson fourth. And they're not going slowly. 17.6 that time around. 17.582 by Sean Black. Mick Nicola up behind him. Back then to Anning and then back to Wilson in fourth place. Down the main drag, 4 down and 8 to go in heat number 6 of the national title. It's in the hands of Sean Black at the moment. Back in second place, Mick Nicola. Back in third place, it's Darren Anning, then back to Trent Wilson. They come out of pits bend and complete lap number 5 of 12. Sean Black from Queensland leading the Victorian Mick Nicola. The New South Wales Darren Anning in third place. Fourth place, Trent Wilson. Back in fifth place, it's Neil Whitnish and Kim Jury. They spread themselves out as they run the long back straight here in Moama into the main straight at the halfway mark. And Sean Black has a handy lead all of a sudden over Mick Nicola. Anning in third place, and back there in fourth is Trent Wilson, then Neil Whitnish, and last of the 6 cars is Kim Jury from South Australia. Up into the top turn they run. Mick Nicola, can he run down Sean Black as they come into the main straight? Back in third place, Darren Anning. Fourth place is still Trent Wilson, and behind Wilson is Whitnish, then back to Kim Jury. Down the back straight they run yet again. There'll be 4 laps to go this time around as they come out of turn 3 and 4. Mick Nicola has caught Sean Black. The margin was 0.6, it's now 0.3. Back in third place, it is, there's a patch of water down here in turn number 1, which is catching them out right down on the curb. As they come out of turn 3 and 4 and into the main straight, there'll be 3 to go this time around. It's Sean Black out in front, Nicola in second, back then to Anning, Wilson. 5th place is Whitnish and Kim Jury. Down the back straight they go. Our race leader will have 2 laps to go. The 26 car, Sean Black holding Mick Nicola at bay. The battle for third between Anning, Wilson and Whitnish. Out of turn 1 and 2 they run yet again. Very close to the minors. The Sean Black holding the race lead at the moment. Up into turn 3 and 4. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go in heat number 6. Sean Black from Queensland leading Mick Nicola. Back then to Anning, Wilson and Whitnish. So move out of turn 2 the final time. Sean Black in the 26 car. I think he's done enough. Bring him home, race fans. Sean Black becomes the 6th different winner as he wins heat number 6. Mick Nicola second, third Darren Anning. Back then to Trent Wilson. Then back to Neil Whitnish and Kim Jury. No time for the race due to the stoppage. The winning margin is 0.805. And the quick lap is 17.682 by Sean Black. Put your hands together for him as he comes into the main straight. He defeats Mick Nicola and Darren Anning.
Righto, just wait for Sean to get his helmet off. Mate, you had the pressure on there, Sean. He was not going away, Mick Nicola. He's had a win, and he was looking for his other one, but you weren't going to let him have it, were you?
Nah, Mick's a bit of a test when he's really wanting something. So I knew when they read the order out, I knew that he was there, and I just knew that I had to hit my lines and make sure the thing come off the corner real straight, and then someone's just dragged some water off the pole line, right on the curb onto the race line, and that's why I just sort of skipped a bit wide. But I've got to thank the girl crew. Literally, it's all females on my crew this weekend, and without Mum and the sister and my wife, I wouldn't be able to do this, so thank you.
Good on you. Sean Black, the winner of round two, the first heat of round two.
He's just a little bit late. All about set to go. Heat 7. Full field. Racing. Good start by Kyle Fisher on the outside of Paul Blenkiron. And coming around the outside also is Steve Latham. Blenkiron on the inside, Latham the outside. Blenkiron holds that second place. It's Kyle Fisher out in front. So move out of 3 and 4. The front left-hand wheel of Blenkiron coming off the ground. So move down the main straight the first time. Blenkiron, then Latham. Fourth place would be that of Lee Williams, then Adam Beachy, who holds the track record from earlier on tonight. Back then to Gary Hicks in 6th place, Wayne Aylett. Back there is Matty Pascoe and Kurt Kronitis. Into the main straight, Kyle Fisher just in front from Latham. Third place is Lee Williams. And fourth place is Paul Blenkiron. He goes wide, and underneath comes Adam Beachy and Gary Hicks following him through. Blenkiron out off the curb as they move into the main straight. Latham comes underneath of our race leader, but Kyle Fisher holds the lead. Fisher out in front. Latham in second place. Williams third. Back then to Beachy in fourth. Gary Hicks from Western Australia fifth. Paul Blenkiron from South Australia. Back then to Matty Pascoe, Wayne Aylett. And at the tail it's Kurt Kronitis. Into the main straight they come yet again. 4 down and 8 to go. Steve Latham. Oh, there's that wet patch. Kyle Fisher hit that wet patch, ran wide. Oh, trouble. Third and fourth have had contact. Adam Beachy and the other car involved is Lee Williams, and it's Williams who's stranded over on the back straight. Beachy here in the main straight. Good driving by Gary Hicks and Paul Blenkiron and Matty Pascoe. Yellow lights have gone out. Fisher going up high on the track. They come out of Pitts Bend. A long run down to the cone. They're away. The V8 Super Sedans. Thunder down into turn 1. Fisher is off the curb, and Steve Latham doesn't need a second invitation and takes the lead. Matt Pascoe, meanwhile, has already passed a couple of cars, moves up into 5th place. Hicks back to 6th, but Steve Latham opens up a bit of a gap. Back to Fisher in 2nd place. 3rd place, it's Williams. Here comes Pascoe under Beachy as they move down the back straight to Beachy up on the outside. What will Beachy do? I don't think he'll button off. They come out of Pitts Bend into the main straight. It's Latham, Fisher, Williams, Pascoe, Beachy. Back then to Gary Hicks. Paul Blenkiron is next. Back then in 8th place, it's Wayne Aylett and Kurt Kronitis. They head down the back straight once again. Steve Latham starting to open up a gap on Kyle Fisher. Back in 3rd place, it's Lee Williams. Looking to come under Fisher as well. He does. Williams fights back on the outside. Back then to Matt Pascoe. We've got a car that's on the infield. Comes back onto the track now. That is Wayne Aylett. Meanwhile, back of the ranch. Here's the battle for 2nd. Lee Williams comes underneath of Kyle Fisher. And Fisher runs wide. Goes back a couple of spots. Matty Pascoe up to 3rd place now. Pascoe started out at 9. Fisher still wide on the track. And here comes now the Tasmanian champion, Adam Beachy. So Fisher's gone back to 5th place. Into the main straight though. It's a one-horse affair out in front. Steve Latham has 3 laps to go. Williams in 2nd place. Pascoe 3rd. Beachy 4th. Back then to Williams and Gary Hicks in 6th. Blenkiron is next. Then Kurt Cronitis and Wayne Aylan. 2 laps to go here in heat number 7 of the national title. White flag to come out next time around, and the battle is for the minor placings. Latham is clear and will become the first driver to win 2 heats in the national title if he hangs on from here. White flag comes out. Steve Latham is homeward bound in heat 7 of the national title. 2nd place is still that of Lee Williams from Matty Pascoe. Back then to Adam Beachy in 4th, Kyle Fisher, and then back to Gary Hicks, Paul Blenkiron, Kurt Cronitis and Wayne Aylan. Checkered flag at the ready. Put your hands together for Steve Latham, the first driver to win 2 heats in the national title. Latham from Tasmania first. 2nd goes the way of Lee Williams. Back to Matty Pascoe in 3rd. Adam Beachy. Back then to Kyle Fisher, Gary Hicks, then Paul Blenkiron, Kurt Cronitis and Wayne Aylan. Here he is in the main straight, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for him. Steve Latham wins his 2nd heat. He defeats Lee Williams and Matt Pascoe by 3.387 seconds. And he also set the quick lap of the race, an 18.134.
Righto, just waiting for head driver to get his helmet off and get organised, mate. We're making a habit of this. You're the first driver to do it twice so far tonight. You'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, no, look, I got pretty lucky with my grid draw so far, but we'll take that one anyway. And just hope we can keep tuning the car up and keep moving forward like we did.
A little bit greasy down there in between 3 and 4 and a couple of heats before. Has it settled down a bit down there?
Yeah, look, 3 and 4 is not too bad if you don't go too low off of 4, but, you know, 1 and 2 was a bit trickier, I thought then, so someone pulled a bit of water up over the track, so it was a bit hard to get round.
No worries. Well, good luck with your 3rd one tonight. Then it's time for a coldie, I would say.
All right, thank you.
Righto.
Eight cars. All about set for a start. Green lights come on. Charge of the light brigade down into turn number 1. And it is Andrew White who takes the lead. So move down the back straight for the first time. Christensen, Roberts, high on the track. Moving into 2nd place, Wayne Dick. Roberts high on the track, makes it 3 wide as Mark O'Brien comes underneath. And we have cars here, there and everywhere. Good driving by Ash Bergmere and also the 76 of Ian Brims. The 99 of Mark O'Brien went in pretty heavily down there, and we have ourselves a stoppage. Watching in Corumburra, watching in Geelong, watching in Brizzy, watching all over the place, and plenty of people watching here at the venue as Andrew White will lead them into the main straight. So we're back underway. Green lights are on. Wayne Dick in 2nd place, Lucas Roberts 3rd. So head down into turn number 1, then Dale Christensen in 4th place. Christensen looking for an outside run on Lucas Roberts. They head down the back straight. Lucas Roberts momentarily, well, he didn't momentarily, he's made it stick. He's gone right underneath the Wayne Dick. On the outside is Christensen. The inside is Ash Bergmere. Back there to O'Brien. And the last car running is that of Mark Towers. Still on the outside is Christensen. Nearly 3 wide as now Bergmere comes underneath of Wayne Dick. Christensen still out there, and now coming underneath is Mark O'Brien. 3 wide into the main straight. Bergmere on the inside. O'Brien goes past Dick. And Christensen back there in 6 all of a sudden. Back then to Towers at the back. Mark Towers in 33. Our race leader is Andrew White. Up high on the track. Comes down the main straight and completes lap number 4. An 18.252 that time around by Andrew White from New South Wales. Back to Lucas Roberts in second. Bergmere closing and the leader's in trouble. In fact, the leader is gone. Andrew White's problems have come back and now Lucas Roberts is in front. They come into the main straight, but Roberts is under pressure from Ash Bergmere. Back then to Mark O'Brien in third place, then Wayne Dick. Back then in fifth place is that of Dale Christensen and Mark Towers. Down the back straight, Mark O'Brien is storming back into the equation. It's Lucas Roberts just in front. Mark O'Brien's done the quick lap of the race in third. Bergmere in between the pair of them. Down into turn number one. They're now starting to use more of the racetrack. Down the back straight, Lucas Roberts has done 6. Now he's coming up to complete 7. Bergmere right there with him. Down low on the track is the 99 of Mark O'Brien. Bergmere comes back underneath of Lucas Roberts. Down into turn 1 with 5 to go. Bergmere down low. Roberts on the outside. Roberts is back in front. Down the back straight they run. Door handle to door handle here at Moama. 4 laps to go in heat number 8 of the national title. Bergmere's back in front. On the outside, Lucas Roberts takes it back again. Lucas Roberts back in front. Down into turn number 1. Roberts and Bergmere swapping door handles at the moment. Back then to Mark O'Brien in third. Fourth place, Wayne Dick, Christensen and Towers. They come out of Pitts Bend yet again. And Mark O'Brien won't go away. It's Roberts just in front. Bergmere and Mark O'Brien, the three of them locked together as they come out of turn number 2, nearly 3 wide. It's Lucas Roberts just in front. Bergmere in second place and back into Mark O'Brien. Now Bergmere goes to the outside. 2 laps to go in heat number 8. Roberts is making his car very wide indeed. They move down the main straight. Bergmere in second. O'Brien right behind him. Back in fourth place, Dick, Towers and Christensen. Here comes Bergmere yet again. He comes to the inside of Lucas Roberts. The white flag comes out. They're poles apart on the racetrack. Lucas Roberts on the outside of Bergmere. Bergmere hits the front by 0.03 of a second. Ash Bergmere has hit the front. Can Lucas Roberts fight back on the outside? The answer at this point is no, as Ash Bergmere skips away up into the top turn for the final time. Put your hands together for him. Ash Bergmere is first home. Ash Bergmere takes the win. Second to Lucas Roberts and third goes the way of Mark O'Brien. Fourth place to Wayne Dick, then back to Mark Towers. And last to complete the distance is Dale Christensen. And that turned out to be a pretty good race. The time, there was no time because we had a couple of stoppages. 0.747 was the winning margin. And the quick lap was by Mark O'Brien, who finished third with an 18.578. But Bergmere gets up on the last lap to defeat Lucas Roberts and Mark O'Brien.
Well, I just wait for Ash to get his helmet off. Having a bit of difficulty there, but you can get your net down, mate. You. I think there's a grin from ear to ear there from Ash Bergmere, and especially with doing Lucas, makes it even happier. Could you drop your window, mate? There we go. We can see you now. The crowd can see who you are. But yeah, good race there, and you had to work hard for that one.
Oh, that was pretty full on. That was exciting. Would have turned that on for the crowd.
You're not wrong there, mate. Lucas was covered you. He was making that car pretty wide.
Yeah, no, I didn't know how to attack him, but we got the job done. It was awesome. Good race with him, yeah.
For sure. Well, good luck for your next one, mate.
Cheers.
He's gone on to win 4 of them, plus 2 national titles. We'll come into the start zone, which is the dark area now. That's the way we define it. They're away and racing. Down into turn number 1. The cone on the inside, on the outside. Oh, this is going to be trouble. It's always going to be trouble when the leader spins in front of the field on the first lap. Callum Harper coming immediately to the inquiry bay. 2 other cars further back, Jamie Collins in 34. And the other car is David Mush up there in car number 12, up against the fence. I don't think they've got too much damage, but we will have a stoppage.
You mentioned the moon before, Jason. I happened to notice before it was a rather large full moon up there.
It was.
It still is.
We needed over turn 4 at the moment. So David Bush has driven away, and it's like a push for Jamie Collins. Dave McKenzie. Road 2 will be Ryan Alexander and Dave Gartner. So this is some sort of a field. Dave Gartner has won the South Australian title 4 years in a row between 2015 and 18. Won it on 6 occasions in all. Finished second to Ryan Alexander earlier on this year. All about set to go into the start zone, which is the dark zone. They're away. And Gartner got underneath of Dave McKenzie early. And Ryan Alexander's in second place. Up behind Callum Harper. Back in third, Dave McKenzie, then back to, Dave Gartner's third, then McKenzie. Then in fifth place is the 34 of Collins. So move down the main straight. Callum Harper out in front for Ryan Alexander, Dave Gartner. Back in fourth place at this stage is Dave McKenzie, then Jamie Collins, Jason Picone and David Bush. Into the main straight they come. Our race leader has completed another lap. So head out of pits pen once again. Our race leader, Callum Harper, getting away from Ryan Alexander and Dave Gartner. Back in fourth place at 24 of McKenzie. And then back to Collins. Mush in sixth place. At the tail of the field is Jason Picone. Into the main straight, Callum Harper puts another lap together. Back then to Alexander and Gartner. Then back to the 34 of Collins. Fifth place is Dave McKenzie and David Bush. And Picone at the tail. Our race leader comes down the main straight yet again, well clear. And the national champion looking very ominous at this point in time. Leads by 3.9 seconds. Jamie Collins getting the inquiry flag in the 34. He's in fourth place. So our leader comes to the halfway mark. Callum Harper well clear, Ryan Alexander and Dave Gartner. Fourth place belongs to the 34 of Jamie Collins. Further back in the field is Dave McKenzie, David Bush, and the last car running is Jason Picone. There's our leader through once again. Bush trying to come underneath the McKenzie. That's for fifth. Bush gets into fifth place now. Meanwhile, Ryan Alexander is dispensed with Dave Gartner. So they come down the main straight. Whoops, Picone is on the infield now and right in front of Callum Harper, who has a mortgage on this race now. Harper leading by 7 seconds. Alexander, Gartner, Collins, McKenzie. Our race leader is well clear. Back in second it's Alexander from Gartner. Fourth place is Collins. Bush up in fifth, then McKenzie and Picone. No change in the order and not likely to either with 2 to go. Harper well clear. Coming up now on Dave McKenzie's is lapping traffic. Alexander in second place. Back then to Gartner in third. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for our race leader. He's got the checkered flag coming out on the wrong driver. The race is not over. Car number 1 should be getting the checkered flag. Here it is. Second home will go to Ryan Alexander. in car number 47. Back in third place, Dave Gartner, Jamie Collins. Fifth place is David Mush. Back then to Dave McKenzie and Jason Bacone.
Righto, Callum. Getting to be a habit, mate. We've seen you twice tonight, but we've also seen another car twice. The two of you on the same points. You would have been happy with that restart, but you wouldn't have been happy with the first start.
Yeah, I thought I'd ruined it there. It was lucky it was all sort of kept moving in the same direction, I guess. That was, more arse than class. But no, yeah, pretty happy. Start on pole, you've got to make the most of them ones. So the next one we're out of 6. So hopefully we can move forward and see how we go. I think the bottom's starting to slow up a bit now, so the track might get a bit more racy. And yeah, we'll see how we go.
No worries, good luck with the next one, Callum Harper.
And 25 out there, they're the front row. 2 and 48 are certainly there. 6 and Shane Lau isn't out there in 72, he's a scratching. And Ken Pearce is the other as they go green. Down into turn number 1. Mick Nicola leads them through. That's Mick Nicola Jr. from Peter Nicola. Adam Box there in third place. Move coming up on the outside is by Wayne Dillon from Tasmania. So move down the main straight. Oh, trouble here in the main straight. Box and Peter Nicola got hooked up. That's allowed Mick Nicola Jr. to get away, and Wayne Dillon moved into third. Wayne Randall moved into fourth as they head down the back straight. And our race leader comes out of 4. Mick Nicola Jr. out in front. Second place, Peter Nicola, then Wayne Dillon. Wayne Randall is next, then Adam Box. Darren Kane tucked away in 6th place, and Brent Coleman is at the rear of the field. So move down the back straight they go. Darren Kane moves now into 5th place, underneath of Adam Box. So move down the main straight, nice and smooth by Mick Nicola. And 18.002. Junior out in front from Peter Nicola. Wayne Randall comes up on the outside of Wayne Dillon. And Wayne Randall in the 6 car drives right round the outside. Darren Kane drives underneath of Wayne Dillon. Dillon trying to fight back. Back then to Box in 6th place. So come out of the dark patch and down the main straight. Our race leader is the 23 of Mick Nicola Jr. 3 seconds clear now. Back in second is Peter Nicola. Back in third place, Wayne Randall and Darren Kane. Back in 5th place, it's Adam Box. And then back to Wayne Dillon, and at the tail is Brent Coleman. But our race leader, Mick Nicola Jr., getting further and further and further in front. Final heat of round number 2. It was 3.3 seconds the march of the last time around. 6 down and 6 to go. Peter Nicola in 2nd place. 3rd place, Wayne Randall. Darren Kane behind him. Randall and Kane have caught Peter Nicola. Back then to Adam Box in 5th place. But it's now 4.2 seconds. The race leader skipping right away, Mick Nicola Jr. Down the main straight, Peter Nicola second, Wayne Randall, Darren Kane. Back then to Adam Box, Wayne Dillon and Brent Coleman. That's the order in heat number 10 of the national title. Out of pits, Ben comes out leader. He is 5 seconds clear. It is all Mick Nicola Jr. The battle is on for the minor placings. Peter Nicola second. 3rd place, Wayne Randall and then Darren Kane. Back then to Brent Coleman and Wayne Dillon. But our race leader is half a lap ahead of them with 3 laps remaining. Mick Nicola Jr. down the main straight. 2nd place, Peter Nicola, Wayne Randall and Darren Kane. Now Wayne Randall has already passed several cars on the outside. Can he get close enough to Peter Nicola in the concluding stages? We are in the concluding stages. There are 2 laps remaining. Oh, and the second place car is going to make it easier for Wayne Randall because it is blowing a heap of white smoke. Hopefully it's not terminal for Peter Nicola, but it doesn't look flash. Wayne Randall there in 3rd place. A white smoke screen from the 2 car. Into the main straight they come. It is Mick Nicola Jr. in front. Will Peter Nicola hang on? Wayne Randall in 3rd place, then Darren Kane. Wayne Randall right behind Peter Nicola. Back then in 5th is Box, Coleman and Dillon. Oh, it doesn't smell good. Here's our winner through. Mick Nicola Jr. takes the win. Peter Nicola is going to hang on just. Wayne Randall 3rd, Darren Kane 4th. Back then to Adam Box, Brett Coleman and Wayne Dillon. Only the second race to go the distance tonight, 3 minutes 49.444. The winning margin was 4.996 seconds. And Mick Nicola had the quick lap of the race in 18.802. He defeats Peter Nicola and Wayne Randall.
Righto, Mick Nicola Jr., mate, you won that by the length of the straight and a bit from Uncle Pete, but Uncle Pete's got an engine problem, lots and lots of smoke, so he wasn't going too well.
Yeah, it's hard when you get out in front in a field like this. You don't know if they're on your tail or not, so you just give it your all. And car was pretty good. The track's definitely slickened off, and we'll got a bit more left in the car. We'll hopefully tune it up a bit more.
Well, the old man's got a 1 and a 2 at the moment. You've got a 1. What was the other one?
What's that? Sorry.
In your first heat, what did you?
Oh yeah, I've got a 1 and a 2 as well. So giving him a run for his money.
You're not wrong. Keep it in the family, that's for sure. Anyway, good luck with your next one. Mick Nicola Jr. with the win.